assholes with opinions.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the AWO Show. Raw review for September 3rd, 2018.
AWO Show, baby, for life.
For life.
For life.
For life, baby. This is the Gonzo Shark back with the AWO Show. And I'm here with my awesome co-host, the one and only SplatMan. What's up, my dude? How are you doing?
What's up, my asshole? I am doing just fine and dandy today. How about you?
You hot? You flaming hot? You eat some jalapenos last night or something?
Dude, I'm fucking so hot today. Like, I'm just melting. I'm dripping away.
I know. I see
slowly dripping away.
I see that. So you watched Raw last night. Let's cover this shit. I'm curious to know what you thought about it. I actually said to my girl right after like the opener of Raw, I looked at her. I'm like, holy shit, yo! They actually figured out how to open up a show for once. Like, are you fucking kidding me? What did you think about the Shield coming down and trying to get, one up on the Ziggler and fucking Strowman and McIntyre, and then the locker room coming out? What did you think of all that?
What did I think of all that? Well, I thought it started off like fire. I thought it started off really good. Coffee over there. Chokey McGee. Chokes McGee. Miss Chokes on Dick. Anyways, back to Raw. Yeah, I thought it started off really good, bro. I thought it started off, just Shield coming out and Dolph, fucking McIntyre and Braun just coming out, and like the whole entrance when Braun comes out and he's not the only one that lifts his arms up anymore and goes, "Roar!" The Dolph and McIntosh, whatever the fuck you want to call him, is
Adam Bomb,
aka Adam Bomb. We talked about this on another episode before. The only thing that was kind of corny is when they sent everybody out.
Yes.
Like what? Like, how do they pick and choose? Like, I can understand having the nobodies in the back, come out.
That's how it used to be back in the day. Whenever they did that, it was all the fucking lower card type of guys.
Yeah, and then you see Finn Balor out there, and you see losing the blank here, Guitar Boy.
Elias was out there.
You see Elias out there when Elias just had a feud with Seth Rollins not too long ago. Like, what is he breaking them apart? Wouldn't he want to be back there watching them rip each other apart and shit? And like, just the whole, I don't know, that whole all the wrestlers coming out was corny as fuck.
Well,
but I'll tell you this, like, they did kind of repair that at the end that we can get to, because I don't like how they sent out all the wrestlers like that, especially the wrestlers we like to watch every week. Like I said, I don't care about the no-name wrestlers that just want to make a name for themselves, but the whole shit is corny. But I do like how they ended it, and it leaves me, the end of Raw left me asking myself why. And that's a great thing.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No, I'm not, but I'm just trying to, I can't give you what I think about the beginning without giving you a little bit of the end, just because the beginning was so bad for me at first when it came to, not the very start, but when it came to all the wrestlers coming out, I'm like, oh, fucking shit. But I didn't like it as bad when it got to the end.
Well, there's two things for me with that. For one, obviously, this goes without being said, but I'm going to say it anyway. I hate when they send all the people down like that. Stupid. And especially, for one, if you had all that security there, why wouldn't you have just sent them down in the beginning? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all those security guys got rid of the Shield and arrested them, and you couldn't have just sent them down from the start. Instead, you have to send the whole roster down who has no part of it whatsoever, shouldn't give a fuck at all. Why isn't Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel back there smoking cigars yeah, we're having a match later? Why would they drop everything they're doing to come out? You know what I mean? Is it really we're going to fire all 20 of you guys if you don't go out there right now? It's just stupid. It's non-intelligent writing, non-intelligent ideas. They're just sophomoric. I mean, it's so stupid.
There's probably thousands, probably millions of people that are trying to get their foot in the door. Dude, hire them to be the security guards that come out and get their ass whooped, or they come out. You know, why have these wrestlers come out? Like you said, realistically, I mean, we all know it's fake, but realistically, you know, you're trying to make it look real as possible.
You're trying to get people invested in it. And bro, here's the thing.
Doesn't make any sense.
Here's the thing. They send out fucking 20 guys or however many it was, and they all got wiped out by 6 guys or less. Like the first wave got completely dominated by the Shield in like 3 seconds. They're all on the ground. Rhino takes one floppy punch from fucking Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. And he's on the ground like,
yeah. What do they tell him? What do they tell him? Go in the ring and fucking play dead fish. Yeah. Go in the ring. And who? When the hell does 2 or 3 guys hold back Braun Strowman? Do we see him like pile up like 7 of the best guys and fucking throw them? Like, you know, like three of these fucking these shitty ass wrestlers are coming in and I'll hold Braun Strowman back. Come on.
That's what I was saying. I'm just like, are you serious, bro? You know, but I mean, regardless of that, I liked that they were getting pulled away by, or they were getting chased down by security, or however they went off into the commercial. And then when they came back, you saw them getting arrested. Everybody's flipping out in the back. I thought that was better produced than just those parts of it. I thought were better produced than a lot of other things they do. But the way they set it up, I mean, it's bullshit too, because the promo from Ziggler and Strowman and McIntyre was really good, I thought. All 3 of them were good on the mic. And then the Shield coming down was like, oh, this is starting off good right now. You know, it's starting off hot. Then they send down all those people. And that kind of ruined it for a little bit, but then they redeemed themselves, especially coming back from the commercial when you see them getting arrested and stuff. It's like, good, you left people with something to not want to change the channel for. They want to see what's going to happen when we come back from commercial. So that was good. But let's move on.
Well, 1 second. Before we move on, well, let me just say this. Whatever happened to shit like this? Just picture it like this. You know, Dolph, Mac, Braun, they all come out. They all do their thing. They have their little promo, their little segment. Then you got Shield that comes out. Instead of just staying outside in the ring ready to fight, they get inside the ring face-to-face with these 3 others, and they start talking shit back and forth. Whatever happened to the days where all of a sudden we hear Vince McMahon's music come on, and he has to get in between them and tell them, hey, look, you want to wrestle? We're going to make up a match. You know, whatever happened to, like, why send out? All right, let's move on because I'm just gonna waste time.
We could go on forever with that. I mean, let's.
You know what I'm saying, though. Like,
totally, dude. Why couldn't they all just have started fighting and they separated into 3 little groups and one group fights up the aisleway, 2 guys. 2 guys are fighting over the production area. 2 guys are fighting on the other side or something. Well, like whatever happened to that? You know what I mean? Like, and maybe you send 2 guys. You see 2 guys go to one group in the back or something and try to break it up, or 3 guys, or a bunch of refs or something. Instead of this, like, let's send down the whole roster who doesn't give a fuck, and they're going to run down there and break this up, man. It's just stupid, bro. It's stupid. All right, so the next thing, the Bella Twins returning to take on the Riot Squad. I thought that, like, it was a pretty good match. Like, I was surprised. I thought the Bella Twins did good. I liked Nikki Bella's hot tag in the match. I thought she came in and like tore it up. But Brie Bella botched like 2 things really bad in this match. Like, did you see that?
Yeah, I know. I seen it, and I all in all, like, I can give 2 shits about the Bella Twins. You know,
Me too.
I can give 2 shits about this whole. I don't even like the Riot Squad. I think they're awful. You know, the girl with the blonde hair, she's all right. I think she's decent. But the other 2 girls, Miss Skrillex. Fucking Skrillex over there in the wrestling.
Yeah.
You got some fucking girl that looks like she came out from Jumanji, the movie, or a jungle fucking safari.
Dude, the girl that you're talking about, what the fuck's her name? Sarah Logan, the safari chick. You know what my girl calls her?
What?
The swamp donkey.
The swamp donkey.
I swear to God,
dude, that's a perfect fucking name for her.
Dude, she's just like the biggest outcast to that group. It makes no sense having like this southern girl with a southern accent, like the way she looks with the other 2 girls. But you know what I thought was the funniest thing about this whole thing? The best thing I got out of it was the fact that Ruby Riott is outside the ring, not even in her ring gear, just in like regular clothes, and she still had to wear the 1-leg pants, 1-leg shorts gimmick. Did you see that? You notice how she comes out in 1 leg's pants and then the other leg is shorts.
Yeah.
Well, she's in her regular street clothes outside the ring and she still has to uphold that gimmick. She has like regular jeans on, one leg, and then the other leg is shorts. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
How did I miss that?
Why did she have to do that? She's in street clothes.
I don't know. It's fucking Skrillex.
Yeah, let's move on. We don't care about Skrillex. All right, so now let's get into your boy, Mr. Gable, Mr. Chad Gable.
Yeah,
and Bobby Roode against the Ascension. I don't know what the fuck that was, dude. I honestly thought that they were trying to. I'm like, dude, are they going in some type of like guy on guy type of angle here? Like Bobby Roode and Chad Gable are going to start dating from this or something? Like I didn't understand.
I didn't get that vibe from it.
You didn't think that he was like wicked excited about?
No, he was
weird, dude.
I just think he was more like all about his gimmick, notorious. Like just,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I didn't get the whole gay vibe from him. I just looked at it like, you know, he's just fucking trying to kiss up to him, you know. I don't know, dude.
You're right. You're right. That I'm just being an asshole about it. You're right, dude. Like obviously they're not gonna have a fucking angle like that.
Well, you never know nowadays.
Well, I mean,
every little person out there, they get offended by every little thing. So you got to stick gay into everything.
I mean, hey, I'll be honest with you. I think that aside from all that, Roode and Chad Gable could be a good tag team. Chad Gable's good in the ring. I think he's like the best small guy that they have.
I don't understand where that came from last night when he just all of a sudden kicking everybody's ass, because the past like 5 or 6 weeks he gets in the ring, he gets his ass handed to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dude, I feel like I haven't seen either one of them in weeks.
Dude, when you do though, he's in there for a filler to lose, pretty much.
Yeah. He's really good too. I mean,
dude, he's great. He can take falls really good.
He's strong.
He's got great moves. I like how his whole suplex, you know, he's a wrestler. And I like that whole thing. He kind of reminds me of, he's not as high flying, but he kind of reminds you of RVD. You know, a little bit, you know, the style.
He reminds me of Team Angle back in the day, like Charlie Haas and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that too. And he kind of reminds you for some reason of Marty Jannetty, but you know, that kind of vibe. But I don't know. I think they need to use Gable some more. So
and Roode. I mean, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, I like them both. So I kind of figured they'd win that match. Well, who they fight again?
The Ascension.
Who's with the makeup? The Ascension.
And I said to my girl too, I'm like, oh, the Ascension's out there, so we know whoever they're fighting, they're gonna lose the match.
Exactly. So right there, I knew they're Gable and
I'm like, whoever they're going against is winning. I know that right away because the Ascension can't win a match. I don't think I think I've seen them win like 2 matches. All right, so the next thing was Elias, who is fucking so unbelievably getting over. It's ridiculous, dude. That guy, I mean, dude, they get
so why
guys, dude, that guy is good, man.
Dude, he is fucking good, dude. Like, what are they doing, man? They need
he's a main eventer all day.
They obviously don't react to the crowd, because the crowd's all over him every time he's out
there.
Dude. Even he got some boos yesterday because he was talking shit about their hometown, and
he does that every time, though. That's insane.
No, I know, and I love it, but they still love him. You know, they don't give a shit. And I love the whole Alexa Bliss thing, man. I think they'd be great together.
Oh, they should do that. I mean,
dude, I think they would be great together. And just her coming out and just saying, yeah, like she comes out like all bitchy, and at first you're like, oh shit, here we go. And then she's like, she turns it around, she's like, well, I want to hear that song and shit. And
yeah, dude,
fucking, like starting to flirt and shit. I loved it.
Well, you know what I loved too? I thought they had good chemistry together, which would like kind of surprise me. But what I liked about it was she comes out and, you know, Alexa Bliss in prime form, like comes out, and you think that I literally didn't even think she was going to go heel about it. I thought she was just going to bury Elias and try to get over with the hometown crowd, even though she's a heel. That's where I thought they were going with it. And then when she started talking shit about him, I'm like, dude, she's so good. Because I didn't even see that coming. Like, I really thought she was just going to get over with the hometown crowd. But then the thing that I loved was when she did like the little OHIO cheer with them or whatever. And then she turned and then she says to Elias, like, that's just the sound of a bunch of people who haven't like fulfilled their dreams, or like moaning or some stupid shit like that.
She says, like, just look at where I am and where you are, and just think about that for a second.
Yeah. But dude, what I love too is Elias like looks at her and he goes, I thought I recognized that sound. I'm like, this guy, dude. This guy.
I know.
Just the way you said it was hilarious.
They're both great, dude. They need to keep going with that.
Yeah.
Two wrestlers that I think will hit it with the chemistry and they're fucking. All right, let's move on.
All right, so the next thing, at first I was a little uncertain about it when, you know, Ziggler and McIntyre approached Corbin in the back about that they deserve a tag team title match. Like, I liked it. I liked the interaction that they had. Like, I like Ziggler and McIntyre as heels. I think they're really good. They're really strong. They have good chemistry. And I like that interaction. But then when they, like, left you thinking, like, okay, they're going to go fuck up the Revival to try to get a tag team title match because he said he would have to make other arrangements. I'm like, okay, you know, that's a little ridiculous, though, because why would that ever happen? But then I'm thinking to myself, well, Corbin's a heel. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a dick anyway, and he's, like, fucking going to be the asshole general manager in charge right now, so why wouldn't he do that? So it made sense. And
he's going to let it happen. He's going
to
let
it happen. And then I liked how they fucked him up in the back. I liked how they got the match. And, dude, when, you know, I said to my girl, I'm like, if fucking Ziggler and McIntyre don't win this match right now, like, that's like the biggest injustice I've ever seen. That's like the dumbest booking I've ever seen. And when they won, I was like, thank God, dude. Thank God.
Dude, honestly, like, I called it right away as soon as Corbin was like, you know, I booked them a match, you know, and then Ziggler was like, well, if they can compete or whatever he said, whatever. Yeah. I called it right there. I'm like, they're going to go beat their asses, you know, and I was thinking to myself, like, well, if they beat their asses, is Corbin going to give them even the tag team title shot, you know, or just make it a regular match? Because the WWE will pull shit like that nowadays. But then I was thinking, like you said, oh, well, he's heel, so he's probably going to let this shit ride. Dude, yeah. I got the vibe when during that interview when the Corbin is talking to them, I got the vibe of like I'm not comparing them on, like, they're not on that level yet, but I got the vibe of like NWO DX type vibe. Like, fuck the WWE, I'm going to do what I want to do anyways.
They have to go in that. I got the vibe of them being that way too, especially aligning with Strowman. And I'm like, they just have to keep going with that because they're good.
And now they're coming off like a powerhouse. Like, what people just with Braun and McIntyre alone, dude. Like, just them two alone is monsters. Like, who are you going to get to come? You know, that's just a start. Yeah. And then we can talk about the ending. We're not there yet, but it's kind of like molding all into one because everything connects. But I don't know if you want to get into it.
No, let's just move on quick because I know we're.
But I agree with you. I would have been definitely disappointed if they lost that tag team title championship because there's no way the B team were going to upset them two. First of all, the only way they would have lost is if it was disqualification. But I don't know how that could have worked, and they would have proved them more dominant if they did win. It makes more sense if Braun was to beat Roman.
And they're all champs.
To make them even more powerhouse. But go ahead.
All right, so the next thing, Authors of Pain against the local guys. I like the Authors of Pain. I don't know what's up with them sticking them with this guy. I don't know if it's going to work out. All I can say is it didn't look right, them three together. Like, that guy, it looks like his Drake Maverick or whatever his name is. It looks like his head's too big for his body. Like, he's tiny.
His head was wobbling like his body was like a bobblehead.
Dude, he's so like, I'm not trying to make fun of the guy, you know, whatever.
I know.
But he's so tiny, and those two guys are fucking monsters. So I don't know. See where that goes. But I like the Authors of Pain. I hope that they fucking make them dominant.
Yeah, no. We both agree on this. We like them. It just sucks they don't have nothing to do with it. I really don't know what else to say about it. They put them up against fucking shitty ass people that I never even heard of. Yeah. Like, of course they're gonna go in there and whip ass. So I don't know what that was all about.
And I'm gonna say something about that at the end too. So Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, I liked it, dude. I thought it was
fucking gave me goosebumps, dude.
Yeah,
I was the whole time Shawn Michaels was talking, bro. I was like, holy shit. And then I'm like, oh, shit. Is Undertaker going to come out? Undertaker's not going to come out. No, he's going to come out. No, he's not going to come out. No. And then when I heard his music, bro, and they gave us some time before he even walked out, dude, I had goosebumps just thinking about it right now. I had goosebumps all over my body, dude. And it was like fucking awesome, dude.
Well, because, dude, it's like a flashback to what wrestling's supposed to be. Like, all the motherfuckers that are working there right now all the time. They need to keep watching that from last night. because those two guys are 53 years old, and in my opinion, they stole the show. With just
Dude,
talking to each other, they didn't even do anything.
I know, they just stood there and it made the whole show better just because they had that. You could. It was believable too how they were talking about Shawn Michaels' career and him retiring, and he's doing it for respect and all that. Like, he was very believable, and they were just passionate about it. You can tell, and like, that's, like you said, that's what these wrestlers need to look up to. Like, give them the time, give them the moment to shine like that, because, dude, it's never gonna happen nowadays the way it's rolling. And like, to be honest with you, I'm gonna give you my prediction right now because I'm running out of time here. But my prediction, I think Undertaker. I gotta disagree with my boy Stone Cold, and I gotta disagree with my boy Shawn Michaels. I think Undertaker's gonna take out Triple H.
I do too.
Which is gonna lead Shawn Michaels out of retirement because of everything. This is why they had the conversation last night, is because it's gonna lead to this. Come WrestleMania, it's gonna be Shawn Michaels versus the Undertaker, a retirement match or some shit like that.
Yeah, I agree.
And Shawn Michaels is going to come up and he's going to be like, I got to support my buddy Triple H for losing, and you're not going to put me down, Undertaker, because I'm the fucking Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Dude, he's just got to say, look, I gave you the opportunity 10 years ago where I put my career up against you in a match. Now, and if I was so afraid of you, like you said, and you're not afraid or whatever, then you need to fucking put up your career in a match against me. You know what I mean? To do it like that. Because Undertaker's got to retire, obviously. But, all right, so anyway, we're going to skip over the Sasha Banks match, whatever, that doesn't matter. The Jinder Mahal and Bobby Lashley, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And then Kevin Owens fucking coming out of nowhere to attack Bobby Lashley. None of that made sense. Especially after he quit. He quit last week, and now it's like, why would you attack Lashley?
I think they're doing a whole, like, he's losing his mind type deal right now with Kevin Owens. Garbage. I kind of like the whole Jinder Mahal thing with Bobby Lashley thing because it was weird, and I think I get this comedic vibe from Jinder Mahal and shit. I kind of like it. Yeah. And I think he's a great wrestler. The whole Kevin Owens, even though he's tapped, I hope they don't go in a feud with him and Bobby Lashley now. It's just they're feuding these characters, these wrestlers for no reason out of nowhere. Like the whole Jeff Hardy, it reminds me of Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton shit. Randy Orton comes out of nowhere during the Nakamura match with Jeff Hardy, beats up Jeff Hardy for some fucking reason, you know, to end his career. You know, what's Owens picking Bobby Lashley for? You know, just end his career? No, it's fucking stupid how they put these random guys together.
All right, we only got three or four more minutes. Let's cover the end of the show. Fucking, I'm just gonna spew out what I think about it right now. The first thing that I didn't like at all, how we didn't see the Shield again at all from the beginning. You know, back in the day when it was like Austin, The Rock, and all them guys, they would have had like fucking 6 pre-tapes lined up where you would have saw the Shield fucking getting fingerprinted or whatever. You would have you would have seen them break out of jail or some shit, and it would have kept you interested the whole time. Instead, somehow on a fucking holiday, they get arrested at 8:15. They see a judge, and they get out of jail all before fucking 10:30 on a holiday. It's like that would never happen in real life. It makes no sense. And then Corey Graves, the great Corey Graves, tweets out today and says that, because everybody's been talking shit about that one thing since last night. And he tweets out that David Otunga, who is a lawyer, former wrestler, had a judge connection and wherever they were. I don't remember what city it was. And they posted bail. He did them a Labor Day favor, the Shield, and the Shield posted bail. I'm like, that's ridiculous. You should have thought about that shit when you wrote it and fucking wrote it so it makes sense. But then, like, at the end, everybody coming out, I understand what you were saying, alluding to in the beginning, because they all got fucked up, so they're coming out to get their revenge from the beginning of the show. But the thing I didn't like is, like, Authors of Pain just dominated that tag team, and they're going to go after the tag team titles. So why are they out there alongside Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler beating up the Shield? Like, that doesn't make sense. Why didn't they break off into a fight or something? You know the Authors of Pain are going for those tag team belts. You just had to crush those guys.
Well, on that point, that's the point I liked. Because I'm still wondering why. Why was all those wrestlers attacking Shield? You know, I know what you're saying with, you know, the Office of Pain and shit. They want those tag team titles. So why would they, you know, help them out and shit? I liked how they did that because why are they having them beat up Shield? Why are all these wrestlers beating up Shield? Why are they choosing to beat up Shield? Because Corbin must be telling them something or something. And that's what made me wonder, like, why? It's kind of putting, like, the whole splitting shit up. like they're splitting wrestlers up. Like it seems like the whole, like I don't know how to put it, but I thought that was good how they ended up beating up the Shield after. It turned into like a what the fuck? Like I can see them splitting them both apart, but now they're just lining the Shield up. Like okay, this is starting a fucking
like a war,
a big ass alliance now. You know, this is starting something cool that I want to see.
I hear you, but I don't think they're going to go that way with it, bro.
No, I hope so. I hope they go that way. But on another thing, the whole making bail thing, I thought they did the right thing with the way they went with it. I thought that was the only believable thing to go. 3 wrestlers that get arrested, of course it's going to be easier for them to get out and bail than someone like me and you. Of course they're going to know lawyers. Of course the judge or the officers at the fucking police station are going to know who these wrestlers are. They played it good in that part. The only part they played wrong was the whole fucking ambulance thing or police van thing. Why would they be driving that? Did they steal it? Did they get released from their bailer and then the bail and the judge stole the fucking police van?
Yeah, to me, dude, you go by the old school model. You have pre-tapes of them, what they're going through that night, and you see that periodically throughout the show. And you fucking write it so it makes sense. It's only fucking 2 hours of real time. It's not that fucking hard to write it.
Yeah, but you see that shit, then you expect it to happen at the end.
Well, this then maybe you
only unexpected because you didn't know if Shield was going to come back this week or next week.
I knew they were. I knew they were.
Us not real fans, but us fucking long time old ass OGs, fucking we understood. But I don't know, man.
I knew they were coming.
That the only part I got pissed off was the whole fucking Roman Reigns beat up some police officer to steal the fucking ambulance. Where's the fucking SWAT team at? Aren't they fucking supposed to come storm down the door? You're like,
yeah. I mean, that's the thing to me too. It's like if they would have broke out of jail, which I thought would be a cooler angle anyway, then fucking they would have the van. That would make sense. But if you post bail, what are they going to let you borrow the fucking van instead of just driving you there? Like that made no sense. No sense. But I mean, dude, again, like it was a better show than most of the other ones that have been on for the longest time. Like I feel like last week and this week were slightly better, a little bit better than what we normally see. But it's just like I see too many holes that I can just pick out in a second. That's the thing that drives me nuts.
I'm gonna put it as a pretty good show of Raw this week because of what we've had to compared to the past couple months of shitty shows, shitty Raws, shitty SmackDowns. I gotta say for last night's episode, it was a lot better than usual.
I would agree.
If they keep going on the line they're going with last night's episode, with the whole Braun Strowman thing and Alexa Bliss and Elias thing and all that, then I'm looking into it. You know, I can't wait for Raw next week. See what happens when you have a good episode of Raw. You fucking can't wait. You want to know what's going to happen. You want to know why these wrestlers were going to beat up the Shield. Did Corbin tell them to and shit like that? Those are questions that need to be answered.
Let's see if they follow it up. Let's see if they follow it up, bro.
And one thing I didn't get to add, though, while we're talking about Alexa Bliss, is I did like how she beat Natalya with the armbar. We didn't mention that, but I like that.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Because and Ron was right there, like to put in her face, like "fuck you, bitch," you know. Yeah. And I honestly thought Natalya was gonna end up pulling off the win because she's everything that's been going on with her and shit. So, but yeah.
I mean, I agree with you though. I would say Raw was definitely way above average than normal. Not the greatest show. I wish it was. I want that Attitude Era and old school shit back from the 80s and 90s. But I hope that they're moving, like you said, in a good trend. You know what I'm saying?
We can't be living in the past all the time, brother.
I hear you.
I know we always compare it to the past, but to us, it's never gonna get that good.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's never gonna get that good, even if it's amazing.
No, it'll never get that. Our childhood is, it's the nostalgia. All right, so that's it. We're wrapping it up. SplatMan's got to go back to work. He's on his lunch break. That's how hard he fucking works. So everybody take note of that. We're going to be back tonight with a SmackDown review after the show. So if you watch this video, check it out. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this with everybody you know. We're trying to build the channel. That's it for the Raw review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment on the bottom. Let us know what you think. Gonzo Shark's checking out. SplatMan, what do you got to say?
Just want to say, everybody, thanks for watching. We're a bunch of assholes just giving you our opinions. SplatMan out. Peace.